The Metlife Foundation NASSP Breakthrough Schools project identifies, recognizes, and showcases middle-level and high schools that serve large numbers of students living in poverty, yet are high-achieving or dramatically improving student achievement. Each breakthrough school must document success in implementing strategies aligned with 3 core areas of the Breaking Ranks School Improvement Framework, which has led to improved student achievement. The 3 core areas are collaborative leadership, personalization, curriculum instruction and assessment. Each breakthrough school receives a $5,000 grant and is featured in Principal Leadership magazine. The 2013 breakthrough schools are Crystal House Academy, Indianapolis, Indiana. Carrie Dank, Principal. Established as a public charter a decade ago, this K-11 school now houses 600 underserved inner-city students. Open to all district students, selection occurs through lottery process. The school utilizes the International Primary Curriculum for grades K through 6, incorporates project-based experiential learning as a transition in grades 7 through 8, and employs expeditionary learning curriculum at the high school level. With a 93% economically disadvantaged population and a nearly equal representation of Hispanic, African Americans, and white students, 30% of the students are English language learners and 16% receive special education services. After a challenging start, Crystal House Academy has achieved adequate yearly progress each year, received an exemplary rating from the state, and was designated as a school to watch in 2012. Clark Central High School, Athens, Georgia. Dr. Robbie P. Hooker, Principal. Collaboration is at the heart of this 9 through 12 80% minority schools approach to student learning. Through the efforts of a visionary principal, committed administrative team, and dedicated staff, the school improvement team examined every aspect of the school culture and initiated a host of successful strategies to improve student performance. Data teams, organized by grade level and content areas, meet twice each week to analyze student data, develop common assessments, differentiate instruction, monitor student progress, and provide remediation. The major student achievement gains of the last 3 years are expected to continue as the staff works as a unit to devise and implement additional ways to meet the needs of every student. Fossil Ridge Intermediate School, St. George, Utah. Bob Sanju, Principal. Housing only 6th and 7th graders, this intermediate school of 850 strives to make every minute count. Embracing professional learning communities with a focus on redefining the school culture, coupled with immediate specific interventions when students require assistance, has produced significant changes in the school's overall approach to learning. As a result, student achievement and proficiency levels in all core areas and subgroups have increased dramatically. A clear focus, effective collaboration, common formative assessments, and a passionate commitment to student learning practices are now ingrained in the Fossil Ridge culture and have moved it from a good school to an exemplary one, earning it recognition as a Utah Professional Learning Community Model School. Jervis High School, Jervis, Oregon. Mike Solemn, Principal. Taking a school seen as a failure by every measure to a school of excellence has been the mission of the principal and staff of this high-minority, high-poverty high school. With 75% of its 330 students in grades 9 through 12 considered to be economically disadvantaged, a Hispanic population of nearly 60%, and a substantial number of students lacking in basic skills, the task was formidable. 3 years later, the students are achieving reading and math scores at or above the state averages, earning an outstanding state rating. Much of the success is attributed to a shared common vision and a sense of collegiality embraced by the entire faculty. Native American Community Academy, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Kara Bobroff, Principal. The value that Native cultures place on deliberative experiential learning and oral reflection often is in opposition to traditional American schooling. With this in mind, in 2006, the Native American Community Academy, NACA, was founded to create a school for Native American students that would integrate personal wellness and cultural identity with academic success. The Native American Community Academy, NACA, was the first collaborative charter school in New Mexico and is the only urban public charter school in the state that is designed to serve the academic, cultural, and wellness needs of Native youth. In this 6 through 12 Title I school, 95% of the 415 students represent more than 50 Native American tribes, including Apache, Cochiti, Lakota, Navajo, Tiwa, and Zuni. Norview High School, Norfolk, Virginia. Dr. Marjorie Steele, Principal. The value placed on instructional collaboration and leadership at Norview High School is readily seen by looking at the school's master schedule. There is common planning time for teachers and common office and workspace for instructional leaders. This urban, high-poverty, comprehensive high school of almost 1,900 students serving large numbers of military families is a model of what intentional, collaborative decision-making looks like. Quality instruction, personal accountability, professionalism, and positive relationships are everyone's responsibility. So strong is the belief in the power of personal relationships and leadership that there is a required leadership course for all 9th grade students. With these expectations in place, student achievement has steadily grown over time. San Ysidro High School, San Diego, California. Hector Espinoza, Principal. A commitment to each other, determination to prove stereotypes wrong, and a strong belief in the power of education are the core values at San Ysidro High School. Located just a mile from the Mexican border in Southern California, in one of the poorest communities in the country, this high-performing school serves 2,360 mostly bilingual students. The geography and poverty of this urban community isolates it from the city of San Diego and from its feeder schools, underscoring the need for the school to create its own sense of community. Each day, this sense of community is built stronger and reinforced as every uniform-wearing student is greeted by name when arriving on campus. Scott Morgan Johnson Middle School, McKinney, Texas. Mitchell Curry, Principal. 5 years ago, the building of a new middle school combined with subsequent redistricting left Scott Morgan Johnson Middle School, SMJMS, with nearly 900 students that are more diverse and with higher needs than other district middle schools. The school committed itself to high expectations and achievement for each student by personalizing the environment and learning experience. This focus has helped the school become the only secondary school in the district to achieve a recognized state rating 4 years in a row, despite being the only secondary campus eligible for Title I status. The belief that all students can learn is evident in the school's curriculum, instruction, and assessment practices, and a significant reason for the ongoing success of its students. South Moreland Middle School, Scottsdale, Pennsylvania. Vincent Masha, Principal. In 2003, 39% of South Moreland Middle School students were proficient or advanced in math and 55% in reading. 2 years later, the combined improvement in reading and math scores resulted in the school being ranked 13th in the state. Today, 90% of the students are proficient or advanced in math and 80% in reading. The staff credits this growth to the transformation of the school culture from one of teacher isolation to one of total collaboration. Grade level and vertical teams meet regularly to review data, plan intervention and enrichment strategies, develop common assessments, and determine how to support their students. By accepting the responsibility for each student's learning, South Moreland Middle School embodies the district's mission of providing high-quality learning for all. Trenton R9 High School, Trenton, Missouri. Dan Wiebers, Principal. High schools often are the anchor of their communities. Nowhere is this more true than in rural north-central Missouri, where Trenton High School is the community. Over the last 10 years, this 400-student comprehensive high school mirrored the community's economic downturn, experiencing a significant increase in students living in poverty. Today, 55% of the students receive meal support. However, student achievement is soaring. Proficiency rates on state assessments, as well as the graduation rate, have improved dramatically. Because the school demonstrated such a strong commitment to student academic achievement in the face of economic hardship, the community rallied its support to pass a bond issue for facility improvement and a tax extension for instructional resources. Congratulations to all of these 2013 Breakthrough Schools.